Leslie. How are you?
I'm great, Janina. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much for joining me. And welcome, everybody, to Lifestyle Toronto. We're here with Leslie, but we're here interviewing and talking and chatting with people that are in real estate and are in business, entrepreneurs, and community members. And we just chat about things that are of interest and things that are going on. So, anyway, today, as I say, we have Leslie. Thank you, Leslie, for joining us. And
It's my pleasure.
thanks. So Leslie is a very busy realtor. She actually wears quite a few different hats. And Leslie is actually a colleague of mine and a friend of mine, I'm happy to say. And she has actually planned for her, let's say, her next career. And she has jumped into it with both feet. And she's got a very busy schedule, juggling a career, a second career, and a family. So, Leslie, I just would like to ask you, what was your thoughts in starting another career in real estate?
Well, Janina, that's a great question. I decided that I would get into real estate because a friend of mine introduced me to real estate many years ago. And I started off as a stager and I loved the industry so much. I was like, well, let's take it to another level and let's add the selling and the buying and helping homeowners uh, do their transactions along with the staging. So it just sort of developed into a love and something that became very fulfilling in my life. So yeah, that's how it all started.
Interesting. Well, you must find that the staging gives you a very good perspective to be working with both buyers and sellers, I would think.
Yes, it does. It really helped, I think, transition into being a realtor because I had already been working with clients and homeowners and doing the marketing because staging is one of the biggest marketing tools that's out there. And so it gave me the confidence to be able to go in and take on that different role than I was used to playing in the staging part.
So you transitioned the staging. So you already had a second career going because I know that you are also a teacher. And I'm going to ask you because in my experience, I've seen that teachers that have transitioned over to real estate make fantastic realtors. And I'm just going to ask you, what is it about teaching that gives teachers an edge in real estate?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does actually. Well, real estate is just another form of education. So we're used to educating and being able to break down the whole process into small steps, into smooth transitions. And so we're used to dealing with, that type of, I don't know, I've lost my train of thought there. Just used to being able to guide people to where they want to be, to the success. And it's the same with elementary students as it is with home buying or selling.
Oh, you know what? That is a wonderful, wonderful explanation because I never really quite, as I say, I've met lots of realtors who are former teachers and they all are really good at it. And I was wondering what was that element. And that makes sense because real estate really is a process of taking our clients and educating them along the way. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I think also teachers like to talk. And talking and being able to hold a conversation, I think, is really important in the real estate industry. Not just having to talk about real estate, but just generally hold a conversation and find out about your clients. And that's sort of what you do in elementary school is you're finding out about your clients, which are your students, and what their needs and their wants and kind of what their life is like, and you find out their personalities and being able to work with them. So also when you go to deal with homeowners and buyers and investors, you're then sort of more prepared to be able to read people a little bit better because you're used to doing that with the students, even though they're a little bit different age. You still kind of get to know the way people are and how they'll act and react to certain scenarios.
Sure, sure, sure. And of course, you always have to deal with parents of the students also. So even though the children are young, you're dealing with the parents also. So, I'm sure there's a
Absolutely.
yeah.
Parents, colleagues, your admin team. So you're all around dealing with a whole bunch of different age groups and teaching them. And I also did a lot of teaching in terms of teaching teachers,
Oh,
educating and training teachers through my career. So it's kind of just been something that kind of came naturally to get into real estate. It's just a different type of teaching.
yeah, yeah. It makes for a very smooth transition. So with your staging background and your teaching background, you jumped into real estate. And tell me, how you chose to join with EXP. What was your thought process there?
Well, after investigating a few different brokerages, I decided on EXP due mainly to their phenomenal university education programs that they have.
Hmm.
And I was really intrigued by the fact that the training would be um, given by top producers.
Oh,
So who else better to train you and give you the secrets to success than those that have already been successful in their lives? So that was one of the big things. Another thing was the collaboration
hmm.
and the support. Through the people that you join with, you become close to them in terms of them helping you and supporting you, and you just kind of become like a big family together, right? You're all pushing for each other, you're all rooting, and you want everybody to do well. And I really like that part of it as well.
Hmm. So would you say that collaboration is different than in other brokerages?
You know what, Janina? I can't tell you that because I've only been with the XP.
So you made the right choice the first time.
Yes, I did. I love the whole vibe and the whole structure of EXP and all the different things that you can be involved in, and the different streams of income is always really nice. And that, like I said, that collaboration that you can have with top producers.
Hmm. What do you mean about different streams of income? I mean, you're selling real estate, right? So you're helping buyers and sellers.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's our main source of income, which is because we're a brokerage, we buy and sell real estate, but you also are owners in the company.
Oh, okay.
So we're owners in the company. We uh, are able to um, buy stock because we trade on the NASDAQ. We're a publicly traded company. So we're able to buy stock. We also are able to earn stock through our producing of buying and selling of real estate. And then we're also have a revenue share program that allows you to make passive income as well. So being an owner of the brokerage, we also get part of the revenue share that comes in.
Hmm, interesting. Very interesting. So similar to some other companies, but different again. So.
Yes.
Mhm. So you've been in the business for a little while now, and you chose EXP. How has your first foray into real estate been?
Can you just say that again? How was my first?
I'm just wondering what, reflecting on your start in real estate. How have you found that?
Well, I actually found it really exciting and really fulfilling. You come out of taking your courses, which take you quite a long time to do, anyways. And you feel like you're prepared, but I have to be honest, I felt very unprepared because there was a lot of things you had to learn. But
Mm,
having the support through EXP, I also have myself a personal coach
oh,
um, who helped me through the first little while.
mhm.
That was really highly recommended for those that are new into real estate.
Mhm.
And I think it was just, I was more nervous about getting something wrong with the paperwork than I was actually dealing with clients. Um, because the paperwork is all brand new, right? And all the systems and things that you have to be familiar with to be able to, get your paperwork done, looking up properties, you know, and then on top of that, building your business,
Yeah.
right? With setting your goals, to putting in your systems, to having your marketing. Like, it just it was a really, really busy time. And but it was super exciting and very fulfilling for me to kind of start that and get through that period.
Wonderful. Well, looking back now, would you have any tips or suggestions for other people starting to perhaps thinking about getting into real estate or just starting with real estate?
Yeah, like I said, absolutely. If you're able to get yourself a coach. However, EXP does have some amazing mentors. Get a coach or a mentor of some sort, even if it's paid or not, to help you, to be there, to guide you, through that process. You know, get get yourself familiar with the market if you're not really busy, and build that database.
Yeah, that infamous database. We want to bring in all the people that we know, and we want to, of course, reach out to new people all the time, don't we, in this business?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's always intriguing. So, tell me, uh, you've got a second career. Well, actually, even a third career because you were a teacher, a stager, and now a realtor. Is there a possibility for another career again afterwards, or in parallel also?
I'm hoping this one is the last.
Never say never.
Absolutely. I'm hoping there's a last on this one. I really enjoy the real estate, so I'm sure that it'll be something that I carry right into many years to come.
Mhm, mhm. And so do you have a particular niche that you serve? I know you're in Durham, so, do you work all of Durham or a particular niche in Durham?
Yeah, well, I have an area that I focus on in Durham, as well as I've worked quite a bit with investors
Ah,
and, yep, investors and new homeowners.
oh, really? And what is it about those particular 2 groups that particularly, excites you to work with?
Well, new homeowners is really exciting because they're getting into the field, and, they have all these, their anticipations, and it's just an exciting time for people that are buying their first places. So that always is fun to me. And investing is, I've done a lot of investing myself, and I love real estate. It's a solid investment. I know these people are going to be so happy with having an investment property. So for me to be able to help them and guide them through that, and make it successful for them and build their wealth, that's what I like to do.
Mm, very good, very good. In this market, of course, we've seen a big shift in the market. Do you have any suggestions, or like how do you guide your clients through the process, whether it's first time buyers or investors in this particular market?
Well, I tend to tell most of my clients that a couple of things. One, if you're ready to buy or sell, now is the time if you want to do it. Like, if you're just ready, you don't have to wait for anything. You just do what you want to do, no matter what's happening in the market.
Okay, so
And number two, as I always tell them, we got to know your numbers. If you know your numbers, we can figure it all out, and then you'll feel more comfortable doing what it is that you're going to do.
yeah, I guess if you know your numbers, you can approach the market regardless of what it is, and just pick and choose something to fit your numbers.
Yes, you can. And the third thing I always tell them is that real estate is something that you stay in for a long time.
Mm.
You buy and you hold, and that's where, that's where it's a big solid investment. And if you want to create wealth that way, that's how you're going to create wealth. if people think, oh my goodness, I have to buy at a high interest rate. And I said, but that's not going to last forever. You know, things change.
Yeah,
So
yeah. The more they change, the more they remain the same, almost, right?
absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
Leslie, thank you. I really appreciate your time. But before I let you go, I just want to ask you. I know that you're a big traveler. I know you like traveling, and I know you like exploring different places. So, tell me, what has been one of your favorite locations that you've traveled to, and what is still on the top of your bucket list that you'd like to get to?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to say the favorite place that I've actually been to is Tobago.
Tobago.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a very untouched by tourism, beautiful place with natural beaches and nice warm water, and really friendly people, great food. I really enjoyed Tobago like tremendously. I've been a few times, so
oh,
I'd like to go again one day. Just because I love the fact that it's just more or less like local people there, and it just feels like you can be part of the culture there.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And where I'd like to go? Well, I've always wanted to go over to the Pacific area
Mhm.
and do, whatever over there. Um, Bali and Philippines. And I'd like to visit Australia one day and New Zealand. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah. And I guess with real estate, you can, owning your own business, you can also kind of work that so that you do that, and you can still stay in touch with your clients. But so it's islands really in the southern hemisphere that attracts you, right?
Absolutely. And the great thing about EXP is we got offices all over the world.
Oh,
Yep. So you can do your work anywhere you like, and we're completely cloud-based brokerage. So yeah, you can travel and work at the same time.
so no bricks and mortars holding you down, right?
Nope, not at all.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much, Leslie. I really do appreciate your time. I appreciate chatting with you and your insights. And I thank everybody for joining us here today. And join us next time on Toronto Lifestyle and our chats with our continued chats with business people. Anyway, have a great day. And once again, thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Janina.
Take care. Bye bye.